he really changed the culture around here. I don't even know why niggas even argue with that.
I think that nigga unapologetically doing stuff that he steps outside of the box on a lot of the ways that he does, like his hair and everything. He didn't care. He did what he wanted to do with what his fashion. Even though if he was going by and designer, the way he was going to do it wasn't like nobody was doing it, you know, in his era or before his era, because of the way he wears his hair and the way his swag is, the ooh-wee and everything. So I got to give it up to the young.
Like I told him, man, because he had in an uproar over this shit.
Really? I wasn't down there. I was a temperature.
Some people just don't like new shit, you know what I'm saying? And then you got some younger that if you older, they feel like they automatically got to be like, man, they got the old way. I remember when Walka first came in, he was really like all old rappers. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, bro, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that. You can't be like that.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
But you got a dope thing, man, going, man, being that the way you looked at it, you kind of can jive with like the Slims, but you also can jive with the Sauces, and you can jive with the Little Jeremys and all of these guys, man. How it feel to be able to deal with them all like you doing?
That's a blessing, man. I actually, one of the little homies, younger rapper, he told me, man, he was like, man, Pro, you like the middle child. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, we all rock with you. We all like want to do music with you, but we see all the OGs rock with you. They want to still do music with you. So it's a man, that's dope. I love that. I love that shit, man, because at the end of the day, bro, I'm really for the culture. I really don't give a damn if you young, you older, you new, you done. It don't matter, bro. I'm rocking with whatever is good for the city, whatever good for the culture. I'm rocking with it, and I think that's what has made me like had the longevity I had, bro. Cause you know you got some who they just ain't down with whatever new. Some people just don't like new shit, you know what I'm saying? And then you got some younger that if you older, they feel like they automatically got to be like, man, they got the old way. I remember when Walka first came in, he was really like all old rappers. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, bro, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that. You can't be like that. And I love to see how he done evolved into what he is now, man. And he really like an anchor for everybody too. You know what I'm saying? Like Walka is a nigga who you will hear on the song with Kiki and Slim or whatever, but he constantly pulling in new artists and shit, and like, so that's a lovely thing, man. I always feel like, bro, I'm rocking with everybody. I'm always listening to what's new. I'm always checking for what's I think gonna be the next shit, and I f with them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just cause I think, you know, they got some potential. It's a lot of these artists out here. Man, I'm the first person that had a name that ever f them. They may not even say it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the first person that put them on the platform and with them, some of them go on to be bigger, you know, some of them we never really hear from.
I keep looking at these glasses because, man, that thing sparkling, my and I know you really in a cop P style, you know, them out of Detroit and they wear their glasses like that. Who do you, and that's something we talk about often. I've asked Silk the Shock and we've asked certain ones, because of the Detroit dudes say they had the diamonds in the glass, but a lot of people say P did it first when they start going back looking at it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm the wrong let me let y'all know something for y'all niggas.
You're not a historian.
I know Detroit niggas was rocking Bulls first. I ain't here to dispute that shit. I don't even care, bro. I don't give a f about who or what, who did what. Salute to y'all, man. I like these bitches. I got them on. You know what I'm saying? I pay for these bitches, so I'm the first nigga to rock these.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Salute
you rocking them, man. Them hoes hard, man.
Hey, would be calling me, yeah, man, what you gonna say about the clothes? Hey, man, I'm working on the album, bro. I don't give a damn about none of that. Y'all can have that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me arguing with a nigga on who was the first nigga to wear a green shirt don't put no money in my pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, salute, man, to everybody.
Even though Sauce Walka was wrong for putting all them long, tall T-shirts up, you know, putting them pictures up, that was our style back then,
He was passionate about that. He really felt. And look, I say this. This is what I say about that shit, just to even slightly touch on that. Being rocking designer in Houston, Walka know that. Walka is really from here. He is really from the city. You know what I'm saying? So he done seen the D-Boys, all the other rappers, athletes, but niggas been having designer. But what Walka did, Walka came in and bought a different style. Not only just him, his whole crew. I was right, was in my studio every day. I seen these transform this city. I seen all you niggas start wearing Ferragamo and Buscemi shoes and what's the Balenciaga shoes and shit. Yeah. Because them niggas was doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the older niggas doing it too. So, man, he got some valid points on what he was saying. He came in and he did change the culture, because before him, my generation was more on like the streetwear, but that was like the blog era when niggas was wearing you know, like whatever the street world, the t-shirts and all that other shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Diamond supply, shit like that, all that. I was wearing design all the time, me and my partners all day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what Walk came in and did, wasn't doing it like that. And I ain't take that from him, you know what I'm saying? He really changed the culture around here. I don't even know I need to argue with that.
I think they're unapologetically doing stuff that he steps outside of the box on a lot of the ways that he does, like his hair and everything. He didn't care. He did what he wanted to do with what with his fashion, even though if he was going by in designer, the way he was going to do it wasn't like nobody was doing it, you know, in his era or before his era, because of the way he wears his hair and the way his swag is, the ooh-wee and everything. So I got to give it up to the young.
Like I told him, man, because he had in an uproar over this shit.
Really? I wasn't down there. How was the temperature?
City, but I was like, damn. So what was crazy to me is like, if you was doing everything you was doing in, let's just say 04, 05, 06, you was killing it. You had all this other shit. And here comes Sauce Walka in 2025 saying, why the f*** do you really care that much, bro?
Why would you react to it?
Why are you going to go pull out old pictures and shit? Like, what?
That Slim did that, man.
But see, what Slim did, I like what Slim did because that shit was entertaining. And you know what I'm saying? Slim was like the voice of that generation to show niggas like, yeah, he get money, he doing all this. Which was funny with them was because was trying to pit them against each other. But them is like, you know, we brothers. We all brothers and family and shit. That shit was funny. But like I said, I never understood why niggas cared so much. Yeah. Like, niggas, in 08, I was rocking.
Wait a minute, I'm not gonna agree with you. We were passionate because we was the crack era. We did our thing. We brought our cross colors. We cross colors, nigga. We were doing all our stuff. So don't try to act like y'all just doing no new thing either. Y'all better respect what we did.
What he was trying to say
the hammer pants too. Don't try to hate on all our stuff. The hammer pants, everything.
He bought a style though. He did bring a style that niggas wasn't doing. I can honestly say that, especially in the city. He said some funny shit, dog. That he's like, when him and Beezy was getting into it,
that was horrible.
He said he from the poorest, brokest rap area in Houston. So I got to touch on that because, you know, that's kind of when I came in.
you caught it straight.
Now, I ain't catch it straight. He let it be known. He let it be known Propain is to go to that area and don't put me in there. So salute to him. But I got to speak on that because this is the funny thing about that. That's true. So around this time, you got like 2011, 12, all this other shit. This is the transformation of the rap game. This is the era before us and shit. Them niggas used to sell CDs and get rich and all this shit.
That's right.
We come in the era now as that pilf and all this shit free. You know what I'm saying? DJ Drummer and Wayne, they done game up, giving out all the free music. So we really come in the game of all this classic shit we putting, like one of my classic tapes, Ryan Slab, that bitch had to be free.
Yeah.
2 rounds, all of my biggest songs, we gotta get this shit away. So then come along the 2015, 2016, 2017, everything on streaming. So you got that little era of niggas who was making noise, but wasn't making no money. Wasn't making, and that's true. Niggas was getting mad about that, but that's the truth, bro. If you ain't have like a big ass song on the radio, which is the only way I was able to escape that shit, because if not, I would have still been in the same boat. I got on the radio and then started getting real show money and shit. But if you ain't really make it from that, he ain't lying. That's like it's a small little gap of Houston rappers that it wasn't no money to be made. It's like only a few handful of niggas that really made it out of there. That's like Kirko, B King, DJ Chose. It ain't too many, less. So then when they come along, everything you put out now, you can get paid for now. It's back to streaming. Everybody can put out. I don't give a f*** if you just started, you can stream. So that shit was funny, bro. But that shit was true.
No, I get it.
When I started, that is the poorest, brokest rap era in Houston history. I'm just keeping it real. Like every other generation was able to. So if you ain't make it out of that little gap, you was out of there. So a lot of niggas from that, them never made no rap money.
Damn.
Never. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, I thought it was fucked up that he bought it up, but walk gonna be walk, and a lot of shit he say there was some truth in it.
There's some truth to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk.